everyone, and my name is Eula, and today we're gonna read Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Logic Rules, and today we're gonna start reading at Tuesday chapter, and the end of reading at the next chapter or the next chapter for today. Now, alright, for read this one but with a lot of stories. Now here we go, and first we can read Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Logic Rules. Starting out Tuesday. I thought I was done hearing about Rory's trip, but I was wrong. Yesterday, our social studies teacher asked Rory to tell the class all about his vacation, and today he came to school wearing his ridiculous costume. But what was worse was then some girls came up to Rory and at lunch and started kissing his butt. Will you tell us more about your trip? Sit. But then I realized maybe that wasn't such a bad thing after all. I started partying Rory around the cafeteria because after all, he is my best friend. Rory here just go back from South Dakota. Whenever South America. Now is Saturday chapter. Dad has been talking to me a mall every Saturday for the past few weeks. At first, I thought it was because he wanted to spend more time with me. But then I realized he's just making sure he's out of a house of Roderick's band practices, which I can totally understand. Roderick and his heavy metal band practice in the basement on the weekends. The lead singer of a band is this guy named Bill Walter, and me and Dad bumped into the Bill on the way out the door today. Morning, Mr. Hifley. Bill doesn't have a job, and he still lives with his parents, even though he's 35 years old. I'm pretty sure that's the worst fear is that Roderick is going to see Bill as some kind of role model, and that Roderick will want to follow in the Bill's footsteps. So whenever Dad sees Bill, he just puts him in the bad mood for the rest of the day. The reason Roderick invited Bill into his band because Bill got voted most likely to be a rock star than when he was in high school. Mostly like to be a rock star. I hasn't really heard out for Bill yet. And I think I heard Anna Warren Thomas in the person. Anyway, me and Dad have walked into the mall for a few hours today. But when we got back, Roderick's band practicing wasn't over. And over yet. You could hear the guitars and drums from the block away, and there was such a bunch of random teenagers hanging out in their driveway. I guess they might be heard the music coming out of a basement and got drained to it, sort of like moms to get drawn to the light. When Dad saw the teenagers in the driveway, he totally freaked out. Dad had ran inside to the coal cops, but Mom stopped him from before he could dial 911. Mom says those teenagers weren't doing any harm. And Dad, they were just appreciating Roderick's music. But I don't even know how she could say that with a straight face. And if you ever heard Roderick's band, you'd know what I mean. Dad couldn't relax with all those teenagers out in their driveway. Dad went upstairs and got to the bottom box. boombox and then put the classical music CD and let it play. And you would not believe how quickly the driveway cleared out after that. Dad pretty proud of himself of thinking of that one, and Mom accused of him to getting up rid of Roderick's fans hour on purpose. Now it's Sunday. So it's a Sunday chapter, so let's stop reading. And today's pursuit of our story is Roderick friends, yes. Roderick's friends have come to the road, so Graggly's dad have made them go away. So now they have gone away by another solution. That solution is to put on a classic music in the CD, and then they cleared out their road. It might be a very good pursuit. No, very good solution. So let's see another story for tomorrow. And did you have fun? You also can contribute comment with some of these book for another story because it might be a new chapter to read for tomorrow. And please thumbs up my YouTube. Bye bye everyone.